Yeah, she was like forever.
All right, call this meeting to order. Pledge of allegiance first. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so this is a special meeting, May 15th, 2026, a special meeting of the county council. Sorry.
That was posted.
Okay.
Today's.
Oh, I'm sorry. May the 19th, 2026. The posting date was May 15th. And we've got one item of business tonight, and that is the vote for resolution 2026-011. And there's going to be a couple of procedural things that I'm going to do real quick. But first, I just want to read, and this information is on the county website, Jefferson. It's a great website. Go to jeffersoncounty.com. It has information about the county council, about the commissioners, all our departments. So what is our purpose as a council? I just want to kind of go through this. The county council is the ultimate decision-making power regarding fiscal affairs. The council has authority to view or review fiscal matters and set priorities for the allocation and expenditure of county funds. The General Assembly determines the powers of the county council in this area. Typically, these powers include approving and fixing annual operating budgets of all the county government offices and agencies, establishing salaries, wages, or per diems, and other compensation for all county officials and employees, fixing tax rates and establishing levies on all property in the county for the purpose of raising funds to meet budget requirements and conducting county business, as well as authorizing the borrowing of money in the form of bonds and notes, appropriating public funds, authorizing the expenditure, authorizing the expenditure of county money by particular officials or departments for specific purposes, authorizing certain purchases or sales of county-owned land, performing non-binding review of civil units, budgets within the county, and comparing growth rates of civil units with non-farm income growth. Review becomes binding on non-elected units when those units exceed statewide growth average. Under IC 36-2-3-6, the county council may employ legal and administrative personnel necessary to perform its duties. And all this can be found in Indiana Code 36, various points down through there on Indiana Code 36. Also, for those of you that weren't here at our first reading, I'm going to go ahead and read this resolution. Resolution number 2026-011, a confirmatory resolution confirming April 14th, 2026, resolution 2026-010. That was when we did the first reading, designating certain real property within Jefferson County, Indiana, an economic revitalization area. Whereas Jefferson County recognizes the need to stimulate growth and maintain a sound economy within the unincorporated area of the county, and whereas the County Council of Jefferson County, Indiana, further recognizes that it is in the best interest of the county to encourage and promote investment, development, and economic activity within the county. And whereas, and this is all according to Indiana Code 6-1.1-12.1-1, authorizes the designation of an economic revitalization area and may by adoption of a resolution declare such an area to be an economic revitalization area, which resolution must be confirmed, modified, or rescinded. And whereas certain real property located within the unincorporated area of the county, as more particularly depicted and generally described on Exhibit A, this was in the newspaper, attached hereto and incorporated herein by reference, the real estate consists of part of the former U.S. military installation known as the Jefferson Proving Ground. And the county council finds that the real estate has become undesirable for or impossible of normal development and occupancy because of a lack of development, cessation of growth, deterioration of improvements, or character of occupancy, age, obsolescence, substandard buildings, and other factors which have impaired values or prevent a normal development of property or use of property, particularly given the property's prior use as a federal military installation and its extended period of limited development and aging or obsolete infrastructure. And whereas the county council desires to establish such an economic revitalization area that consists of the real estate for purposes of supporting future development and economic growth. And whereas the county council adopted its resolution 2026-010, the declaratory resolution on April 14th, 2026, pursuant to the act, declaring the real estate as an economic revitalization area. And whereas the council has caused to be published a notice pursuant to the act in Indiana Code 5-3-1 of the adoption and substances of the declaratory resolution, including notice that the council would hold a public hearing in accordance with the act at the time and place of the next regularly scheduled meeting for the county council. Now, that was May 12th, 2026 at 5:30. At that time, we voted to postpone the meeting until June 9th, and I'm going to have Mr. Black give you the reason why there was a sense of urgency in pulling this back to this date. And in accordance with Section 2 of the Act, has caused to be filed a copy of the notice and the declaratory resolution with Jefferson County Assessor and each taxing unit, which is authorized to fix budgets, tax rates, and tax levies under Indiana Code 6-1.1-17-5 in the real estate prior to the date of the public hearing. And whereas at the public hearing held on the date thereof, we held the public hearing on the 12th, the county council received, heard, and considered any remonstrances and objections from interested persons and heard evidence concerning the qualifications of the real estate as an economic revitalization area. And whereas after considering the evidence, this county council desires to take final action determining whether the qualifications for an economic revitalization area have been met, and further to take final action confirming the declaratory resolution. Now, therefore, be it resolved and adopted by the Jefferson County Council. Now, we have to take a vote. I would like to give Mr. Black an opportunity to give you a reason why we changed the date of the meeting.
According to state officials at Indianapolis and other people, on May 19th, we decided that was the time sensitive date that was needed to have this done by. And in order for the Jefferson Proving Ground to be designated as an economic revitalization area. The state could come in and take that situation and take away the county's fiscal opportunity on that. And we would be looking at probably a 80-20% going to the state, while if we make this resolution tonight, it will be a 80-20 to Jefferson County residents and our budget for coming years. So that is what we were made aware of, and I personally would hate to see money going to the state and us only getting 20% and then getting 80%. So I think we have plenty of needs here in Jefferson County. Library needs to be redone. EMS is working on trying to get close, their ambulance service located on the hill. We've got an animal shelter that's in very poor shape, and it would maybe help give us money for that area. Plus the additional income would allow us to lower our taxes here for the taxpayers of Jefferson County.
Okay.
Dwayne, I also have a prepared statement.
Okay, go
I'd like
ahead.
to replace.
Go ahead, Heather.
Heather Foy. I, like many residents in Jefferson County, have asked questions, read articles, watched videos, and searched for factual information after hearing the possible data center was in works for a portion of JPG. Regardless if you personally are for or against this particular project, my responsibility on the county council is to make decisions regarding budgeting, tax rates, appropriated and transferred department funds, compensation, and debt and asset management. This body of 7 individuals is not voting for or against the data center. We are determining if the land discussed should be deemed as an economic revitalization area. This ERA does not commit us to anything. As previously said in another meeting, it preserves our opportunity to get money for the county while preserving the right to vote up or down on particular exceptions or proposals. Having an ERA established will benefit the county with current and future grant proposals, help leverage new businesses in the area. JPG is the only former military base in Indiana that does not currently have an ERA distinction. We need to maximize return for our taxpayers. Allowing a large portion of funds that could benefit Jefferson County to go outside our county would be a grand loss at a time when county funding is being slashed. This is not council's money. This is our money for Jefferson County. Money to not only balance difficult budgets, potentially funding for schools, fire departments, not-for-profits, our roads, and our libraries.
Thank you, Heather. Does anybody else on the council have any comments to make? Okay, I have given this a lot of thought, and someone said that once we let this horse out of the barn, or let this cat out of the bag, there's no bringing it back. Well, I'll tell you, I'm glad I'm one of the ones that's about to let this horse right out of the barn. Because this horse is gonna bring about much needed funds for so many things that we on the council see. And that horse has been pent up for a long time for no good reason. An ERA just says we are open for development and progress and growth in that area that's being used for nothing. It's just laying there. It's sitting there. It's a dilapidated old airfield. It's saying, hey, let's do something with that. So we have got to have that designation before any developer is even going to give us any serious consideration. Also, over half of that land is still yet to be developed that's going to be in this ERA. We've got so much potential out there, and we're just letting it go to waste. An ERA, in my mind, is a very simple choice now that I've actually given a lot of thought. This is something we should have done a long time ago. We are the fiscal body. If we let these revenues slip through our fingers, we have greatly did a disservice to the firefighters, our emergency workers, our children, people coming in with improved roads, all the things that Ray mentioned. We're dropping the ball, and I don't want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of us bringing in revenue to balance our budgets. SB1 has really tightened the reins on us fiscally. This is an opportunity to bring in revenue. We can't stop the data center. We can't. But we can definitely make a decision to not let any money go to the state that we could bring in here to our treasury. So does anybody else have any comments on anything? I'd like to entertain a motion to vote on the resolution 2026-011.
I'll make that motion.
Do we not get to speak? None of us?
No.
You know, the public hearing.
We had the public hearing at the last meeting.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor of passing this resolution? There.
Aye.
All opposed?
I abstain.
Okay, Dennis, you want to abstain?
I abstain just because I don't like the way it's been rushed on us. So I do think.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, without, there's no public comment during the special meeting, but we will have comment June 9th. Listen, any of our numbers, and Dwayne May, 812-493-9577. If you want to call me, I will get back to you. We can have a conversation about this. I have been talking to people. I love talking to people one-on-one. The energy's a lot better than it is in a room full of people. And we can talk about this. Absolutely. And I will get back with you. We're all very busy. I will get back with you. Leave me a message, tell me your name, and leave me a message and your number so I know who's calling, because we all get the spam calls. and I will get back with you. At June 9th, that'll be a regular meeting. During the regular meeting is when we have, public comment at the end of the meeting. And if there's 1,000,000 of you, we will be here and listen to every one of you at that time. We'll take a list like we did the last time and we will, but this is a special meeting and that's not the purpose of this meeting. With that said, I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
So moved.
Can we wait until this is
Okay.
passed through?
Thanks.
Pause. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, we would have had the chance to speak. Ridiculous. But I'll be. Oh, sorry. And then, right. Okay.
Yes.
And Judy, would you listen to this?
The motion did carry. I just want to mention that. Motion did carry. I believe it was 5 to 6. It was 6 with 1 abstaining. 6 yays with 1 abstaining.
And, abstention. Okay, now you.
Okay, now I want to entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Mr.
I
Black,
can
what
second that.
state agency
Second.
said that we would lose?
I can second that.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Aye.
All opposed?
Yes, yes, it's.